Okay, see, when you look at the results, in the last year, the overall percentage, if you calculate from total appeared to total passed, it was around 75.78% in class 10. And this year it has come down in total 68.37 when you are taking those appeared and those passed. So there is a decline of almost 7% overall in both government and private combined. So when you look at this government separate, of course there is a decline of almost 8%. And we do understand that department, of course, it's not a one-year mistake or anything. It's a collective mistake which is like taken over for long years. And this decline, of course, it's not a blame game, but still a lot of factors are there. And as we know, the foundation, the primary schools and middles, these are all very strong. So that is what we are trying to address right now through whether it's a nectar project or any departmental activities. And at the same time, COVID also had a role to play. So that is why you could see the decline overall in the pass percentage. And we try to invest in the middle schools and primary school right now so that we get good results after a few years. You won't get a result right now. So when these students reach class 10 only, you will get a result. Otherwise, you cannot, those who don't have a strong foundation, these children, when you try to make them pass in class 10, sometimes it might not be possible also. And at the same time, we have even teacher distribution issues like maths and science shortage. So that is why we are trying to address the shortage of maths and science teachers through recruitment, which the cabinet has approved recently. Now we are going for regular recruitment as well.
So sir, the new results also it has increased from 23 to 33.
Yes.
So how many schools that has been producing consecutively for?
So that we have a criteria in the government. So for those schools, and even when you say the nil result, you have to think many of our government schools, the class 10 enrollment will be like 2, 3, 1. So it's a matter of, sometimes it's a luck that out of 2, no one passed. Then out of 2, 1 passes, you have a 50% pass percentage. You understood? So sometimes when one appears or 2 appears, no one passes, then it automatically goes to nil enrollment. And a lot of factors are there. Of course, the department said we have our own mistakes, we admit that. And at the same time, in the school level also, even the SMC or SMDC, even the school level, they are not able to motivate. Or sometimes the department, we are not able to give sufficient teachers for various reasons. So these all goes to the percentage. So last year also, the nil result school, we called them separately and we asked them. And we even told them that 3 years if you produce consecutive nil results, you might be downgraded to a middle school or something. So definitely the result is out only this week. We will try to review all 33 schools and see what were the factors which led to that situation. So last year in the SLEC, State Level Education Committee meeting, which is chaired by the Honorable CM, we had downgraded, exact number I don't remember, but some 30 plus schools because of even the nil result or nil enrollment. And this year also we are planning to have an SLEC meeting. We are just comparing the proposals right now, so we will propose some more schools. We all should understand this project is started on 2021 and this is a project for 5 years till 2026 June 30 to be specific. And what we are trying to address is, first year we are not going to give remedial teaching to the class 10 students and make them pass. That is not the intention. This project is for a long term where we are trying to address issues like teacher attendance monitoring. We have cases of proxy teachers or teacher absenteeism in various parts of Nagaland. So this is what we are trying to address. That is one. And we are trying to have strong data management through management information system. And we also are supporting the SMCs and SMDCs through performance incentive grant, for which capacity building has happened over the last 2 weeks, which has come in the newspapers also, and you must be aware, you can go around and ask. In the first batch of that, we have around 743 schools which are taking this performance incentive grant, so that even the minimum works in the school, for example some plastering or some internal work, can be taken care, and we pay them and we make them work, not involving any contractors or anything. And there is definitely exam reforms coming in with the support of NBSE. But these are all in the preparation stage right now. This is the first year of the project. So only when you have a strong foundation for the project, you do a proper preparation, it will yield result maybe after 2-3 years. So the first year, why Nagaland enhancing classroom teaching and resources, which is nectar, is failing class 10 result, then I think I leave it to the wisdom of all of you that that is not the case. Any man with common sense will understand that with 1 year of preparation, the result won't change. We are investing for the future.
The overall looking at all the government schools, especially in the other districts, it has been a lot of focus, especially on government schools in Wakching, to be precise.
Exactly.
There has been very poor infrastructures and all,
Exactly.
and the state, the board has also not given so much attention to it. How can
It's not only watching. See, last November even I have made my own tours with the orientation of nectar and all. So there are many schools. Even if you go to Peren or Voka Higher Secondary, you have very poor infrastructure and poor roof, classrooms, no windows. So this is a common side. So that is what we are trying to address. And Nagaland, we are totally dependent on Government of India funds. Okay, and in the same year, you can't take up multiple projects, multiple schools. Even if you push, even the Government of India has limits. Because of COVID, they also had a cut by the Ministry of Finance. But at the same time, little bit help, whatever we can do from the project money, we are trying to do that. At the same time, we also understand, this is the first education project in Northeast India. And this is in the beginning stages. This is doing the baby steps. So, we all have ownership on this project. And if we all work together, the changes will come and you can see the changes after 3-4 years. And no one will credit that time, but over the years you will see the performance improving with all the monitoring mechanism. And at the same time, I want to add under Nectar, when they mentioned that 1 year's results have not improved. We are doing the orientation for the last few months, and I think many of the public have understood this project. But I feel there are still some people who haven't understood the project, who have gone to the newspapers and all. So we welcome them to visit our website, nagalandeduproject.com, or they can personally come to the Directorate of School Education building, the top floor, the project management unit office, and understand the project for their convenience. Yeah. Teachers, there is some monitoring has happened. So last year, if you can see, we have identified 450 around proxy teachers. And 450 proxy teachers, we given them the task of submitting the photographs and giving their attendance proof over an email. And this is just a beginning. I am not saying that we have cleansed their department, it's not like that. But of course, teachers diary is an added monitoring mechanism. So this we are planning to have that integrated into the teachers app. So these things are there separately because we also had our budget constraints. But now with this project, we are trying to channelize everything together so that there is a systematic change.
Rumors and speculations saying that teachers may have uniforms in some schools. Is it?
Government has not decided yet. We don't have any concrete decision for that now.
Is it in the pipeline? But
not as of now. They might be having an attendance mechanism in another 1 year, which will be based on a facial recognition, and which will even work offline also. Even if you have a concern of connectivity in the remote areas, you can mark your attendance with your phone. So that we are contemplating on.
So earlier when you visited after you found some, penalty was imposed, right?
We are terminated also, I think 2 or something. And we even got teachers who are doing dual employments. One working in government schools and working in private schools together.
how many teachers?
Exact number I don't remember, but we have the
So
data.
must be from Tanzania.
Yeah, many districts. And there were teachers even working in 2 government schools also.
Oh.
So we caught them, we gave them penalty, imposed penalty, and we had recovered some money also, the salary being paid to them. And the money was deposited to the government treasury. Yeah, we have not that cases. I think those things so we already penalized. There are some cases even in the SSA, RMS and mainstreaming where they produced B.Ed fake certificate and all. So that legal proceedings are going on.
Why do you think boys are still behind as compared to
Oh my God, that's a very general question. But if you see the rest of the country, you can see girls are not getting enough opportunities and they are not coming up. But this kind of site in Nagaland is encouraging even for us. In the schools also, the girls outnumber the boys in many of the schools. So that is also a welcome sign that we don't discriminate the girls. So the department is happy about it.
In terms of district-wise, the performance of government school, Kifili was at the bottom with 7%.
Even Nonglen also.
Yeah, see, that is why Kifre is made an aspirational district. Okay. So we all should understand that we should not hurry for anything. Like, we have started something now, even in the aspirational districts, or some of the government schemes, we are focusing Kifre more. For example, we got 92 toilets for the girls, sanctioned by the ministry, the donor. So out of 92, 43 were given to Kifre. So Kifre, we are having some extra focus, even not only by the school education department, but by many departments. So this investment yielding result will take some time, maybe 2-3 years. So we are having an extra focus definitely on Kifre, being the aspirational districts. We also want to improve the indicators for the Kifre districts. So let us see, maybe in the coming years, Kifre will come up with the rest of the state.